Hey YouTube, it's Empress Noir, LaShawn. Um, in case you haven't seen any of my other videos, I'm an empath, so I have the fortune and misfortune of knowing what people are thinking and how they're feeling and all this stuff. Anyway, so last night, and my husband, let me just give you some background if this is your first video with me. My husband is Caucasian. He has been my friend and lover since we were 17. We're 34. And he left me about 20 days ago or more. And I found out he was addicted to crack cocaine and he hasn't come back. Um, I had an ectopic pregnancy and a miscarriage, where the miscarriage I got to actually unfortunately see the little sac and the fetus be pulled out, while simultaneously being called from a state trooper saying that he was in his car and going to jail, and that ended in 30 days of him being in jail. But I knew in my spirit as an empath that this baby was a girl. And I got so depressed about it. And last night I got to meet her. I got to meet her in a dream. And it was unexpected. Um, she was birthed and she looked just like both of us. Like the things that we loved about each other. His hair, the color of it, the texture of it, the curliness of it, and just she was mixed and she was cool and happy and very calm. And she said to me telepathically, um, "My name's Elise." Elise, and that when I woke up, I felt very hurt. I felt that sorrow, but I felt comfort at the same time, because many of you don't listen to classical music. I'm not someone who's always listening to classical music, but for Elise, it has always been since a child one of my favorite songs, and I knew that it was her and that was the most fitting name between two people because we genuinely both love each other so much, he and I. But the drugs have just dictated everything. He doesn't know who he is. He's under a demonic attack, I believe. I really do. Um, for Elise. And so when she said, "My name is Elise," I knew her. And I knew her immediately. And I fed her. And I got to hold her in my arms. And I'm going to try not to cry. Because if you've ever lost a child, and I don't care what stage that's in, that is devastating. But I got to meet our most perfect baby, even though it's not in this life that me and my husband were able to make it. Because I always wanted to see for years what would it look like for two people who love each other so much and have been through so much and known each other since we were 17 and we're 34. Let's have a baby. What would that baby look like? And so I never got to see it, and that I think was a way that God is healing me, and it must have been the time for me to see our child, and I'm so blessed to be able to have done that. I'm not going to talk about narcissistic abuse or any of that. I mean, at some point you got to forgive the person. I know that he has cheated on me. I don't know with whom or like how much or whatever. And it doesn't matter. The thing that matters is I got to experience a lot with this person, and I got to see up front what the answer to my questions were, because I always wondered what would have happened had I stayed when I was 17 and we had a 15-year time lapse where we didn't see each other. And like I said in the last video, we both got married, we both had kids, we both, got divorces and stuff. But in this case, God answered me, showed me. And I've been seeing, there's so many things I can go into that if you're not a spiritualist like me, you won't understand it. But I've been seeing numbers like 111, 222, 444, 555, 1616, 1010. It's like every time I look at the clock and I'm thinking about the situation in him, I see it. And then finally, last night I get to see Elise. So this video is for Elise. And I hope you guys have peace, light, and love, and a blessed day.